believe we had left it after the Montero had exploded, and you barely made it across to the Cronus. You basically all managed to survive by the skin of your teeth. I believe you'd all agreed to jointly work on the scrubbers.
You believe incorrectly.
Did I? Do I? Oh, right.
Just a quick question. If I may, where we're in now, the circumstances and that, would it be impossible to kind of relax almost, as a group?
To relax, you have to be in an area that you consider safe. It don't necessarily. It might not be safe, but if you consider it safe. So, say if you were like you generally thought somewhere was safe, or if you were in a room that you thought room that you could barricade that you thought was safe. I mean, if you think this entire ship is safe or relatively safe, there's no immediate danger, then that allows you to rest.
I don't think that's true, though, is it?
I don't think at the moment everybody is feeling like this. The ship is a safe, relaxing place at the minute. So you could you could possibly hold up in a room and make one area safe, such as.
Yeah. We all came in through cargo on deck D, didn't we? Through cargo door.
Yeah.
It looks like we're on deck A now. Are we saying that basically we've walked up and we're fine, or are we meant to be in cargo bay deck D?
Well, that's why I was just checking really, because like I said, I would just been watching through the end last session, and I was under the impression, although John says I got it wrong, that you'd all jointly agreed to work on the scrubbers. If that's not the case, then yeah, just let me know what you're all doing. What's the plan?
I think we had agreed to work on the scrubbers, and then John was going to command us to do something different.
Yeah, I had a panic reader. Yeah, I got the monk on because of Wilson, and.
Oh, so were you pulling rank?
That's right. Yeah. So everyone had kind of agreed to do the scrubbers, and I wanted to pull rank on Davis.
Right.
Mm.
So is that what's happening then? So everybody else, bar Miller and Davis, are working on the scrubbers.
Well, the plan was to kind of win Davis over, because Davis was kind of the group opinion that everyone goes in one place.
What was the alternative? What were you?
I think it was you.
Going to do?
You had was it the bolt gun or something, so we could repair the hull of the ship.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So it was kind of some of them go and start doing the scrubbers, and we'll just check the hull, make sure it's sound, because there was some damage or something. Did the explosion damage the hull?
Some damage to the hull, and so part of the ship was decompressed. You don't know how extensive the damage is, because nobody's got to been able to check yet. You quite easily access a terminal and check where the damage is and what degree it's damaged.
Yeah, the worry was, from my perspective as captain, was that we start pressurizing the ship and we just lose everything, because there's a big hole in the side.
But like I said last week, the part of what Mother will do when she's running the ship, anytime anything like that is a decompression event, she'll automatically seal it off.
Yeah.
To protect the rest of the ship. So basically, any doors leading into that area will be sealed. Mother will seal them all off.
Right. Okay.
Can we maybe go and check that?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that-
Like I said, you'd probably be able to.
Cost-
I imagine you'd be able to. If you access the console, you'll no doubt be able to find out, where exactly the damage is, and what areas of the ship are closed off. If not certainly from the bridge, if not from just normal terminal. So, are we saying that we're just still down in the? I can easily switch back there.
I think we have to, minute, because we're going to have to do a bit of role playing, I think, to figure this out.
Okay, so it's still down in the vehicle bay then. So, right. Talents pull rank. So is that what you're wanting to do? Pull rank. You can use your command skill to order other non-officer PC and NPC around, as long as they belong to the same organization as you, to force someone to follow your orders and perform a specific action. You roll command versus their manipulation. If successful, the target must follow your order, even if it means harm or danger to themselves. Your stress level increases by 1 for each time that you do this. And note that each roll only covers one specific action, and you can't stop actions that are triggered by panic rolls using this talent. But a normal command roll, not a pull rank, but a normal command roll can be used to snap somebody out of panic.
In this particular instance, though, I don't think I'm necessarily resisting.
No, yes, I would.
So
question that. I think that's necessary.
I've got nothing particularly against the idea.
Okay, so let's do that then.
Yeah, I've lost my notes as well somewhere about what people's names are.
I was just looking for mine. I found it now.
It only tells you the first names on the.
No.
If you mouse over the tokens, it should tell you the full names.
Ah, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you've got to know which picture is who then.
Oh, you got your... you can't see the OBL.
You have to cross-reference it.
Yeah.
It's alright. Found it.
Either clip a pinboard with bits of string.
Yeah. All right, for God's sake, we're going to have to make a move here, because we've got limited air supply now, and we've got to figure this out before things get really bad.
So, Davis, can we get onto a terminal somewhere and see what damage has been done to the ship? Like Wilson says, we've got minimal air supply. I don't want what we've got leaking out into space.
Yeah, I think we'll have to go to Deck C, I think.
Yeah, there's no terminals on Deck D.
Strangely, no terminals, not even an intercom down here for some reason, which is a bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
While this is happening, Phil, I want to use my signature item to try and calm down.
Okay.
Rosary beads.
Rightio, let me just double check on the use of that. Stress. So, stopping panic, relieving stress. So, for every turn, 5-10 minutes spent resting in a safe area secured from enemies as far as you know, your stress level is reduced by 1 point. Panic roll. Once per act in a cinematic play and once per game session in a campaign play, you can interact with your signature item in some way to reduce your stress level 1 step. This typically requires a slow action. Some conditions such as starving or freezing can block your ability to relieve stress. So yeah, basically, it's up to you. You can to describe how you're using your signature item to relieve some stress.
Currently, I'm still laid on the floor of Daisy, kind of in a fetal position, and I'll just get the rosary beads out and just start praying, just while laying on the floor, kind of.
in the vehicle lift.
Yeah, I just need to nip downstairs a minute. I'll be 1 sec.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So while Cham's muttering to himself, muttering a prayer or two, curled up in Daisy, in the wreckage of Daisy, what's the rest of you doing?
Right. So I'm saying, Miller, we've got to pull together here. What's the deal? We've got to sort this out now.
Damn straight we do, Wilson. Together, remember?
Exactly. So let's go. What are we waiting for?
We're waiting for Chan. Need to get Chan out of there. He seems to be a bit messed up in Daisy. Can someone go and grab him and see how he's doing? We need to stick together while we're leaving this bay. We don't want to leave him behind. And then we're going to find a way off of here and get us to a terminal. We need to figure out what's going on, check the damage on the ship, and get them scrubbers online. And then once that's happened, I think you and I need to have a serious chat.
Just want to reference the terminals there on the balcony and in the office, which is like above the vehicle bay. So like, because it's like open, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
There's a catwalk and stuff above us, and there's some terminals up there, and there's an office.
That cargo office.
Yeah.
Didn't we say that the elevators were on magically, or one of them were?
Powers, because powers come back on. Yeah, the elevators are working now, or rather, the left-hand elevator's working. The right-hand one is just a twisted hunk of metal.
So, Davis, you've got the bolt gun that will seal the hull.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bolt. So that bolt gun that's used for it's for repairing small holes in the hull.
Yeah. You put a plate of steel over it and bolt it on.
If it's a few, obviously if it's like a few meters wide, it's not going to repair that.
No. I'm guessing it's like a bolt gun that you put a sheet of steel over it and bolt it to the wall.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Who's got that key card off that desiccated guy?
I believe Wilson took that, which was in clear view of everybody. So yeah, I believe Wilson's got that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, keep hold of that then, Wilson. Might let us into some areas that we can't get into without it.
So don't forget you can access people's personal personal stuff on from a terminal with that with a key card.
Yeah. Absolutely, but that's not the priority right now, is it? The priority is sealing this hull and getting that air supply going.
Absolutely, yep.
So who's like? I'll point to to Cham and says somebody's going to have to deal with him. We've all had a friggin' bad day. I nearly drifted off into space. God damn it! We're going to have to pull together here.
Right, can you go and have a word with him?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll go check on Cham. We'll in together.
Okay. So you find
I'm kind of like pacing up and down the bay, hands on my hips, a bit like exasperated.
So yeah, you find.
Stop pacing round, Wilson. You're giving us all anxiety here. Just calm down. Sit yourself down.
Yeah.
It's a little bit hard to relax when you've only just survived a deep space experience. The only way home is blown to smithereens, and the people that you're meant to be working with are accusing you of actually self-destructing the ship that you're getting home on. So forgive me if I'm a little anxious.
Okay, so yeah, right. You find Champ sort of muttering prayers over his while he's pulling the beads, thumbing through the beads on his rosary. sat in the wreck of Daisy.
Watching the controls and kind of like,
I'll be all like, "Hey, buddy, you okay?" slowly catching monkey kind of thing, and then, "Mom, we've got a job to do. No point just wallowing here, feeling sorry for yourself. Come on."
I can't believe what's just happened. The ship has exploded. The cargo is lost. We're stuck on this, wreck of a ship. We're doomed.
Not quite yet, are we? We've still got. We're still alive. We're still breathing. One foot in front of the other. We can do this. Come on.
Okay. I will. Yeah. What's the plan?
Well,
what do you need me to do?
I think the plan was that you're going back into space to fix the outside of the ship. We're all going to clean the scrubbers.
Great. Cleaning the scrubbers.
We might be able to fix it from inside if there's no breach. We don't know until we have a look.
Okay. Do I still need more time, Phil, or am I?
No. So using your signature, it's just a slow action. So a slow slow action is basically just a few moments.
Okay. So does that reduce my stress by 1 then?
It does.
So put that down. And does anything happen to panicked?
No, it won't. It won't relieve you of your panic condition. You'll need to like somebody either needs to use. They can use, like for instance, when in fact we could use that as an example. So let's see, where's Rye's character? So Rye, when they were doing that, trying to coach out the thing, he could make a command check, and train that. If that's successful, it'll bring you out of your panic.
Okay, let's try that.
So, Rye's. Actually, because Rye's command is he's got loads of stress, hasn't he? So he manages to snap you out of it. Yeah. So your panic condition is relieved.
Do you take that off?
You just right click on it and it'll turn it off.
Yeah. Cool. I'll give Ryan a nice high five. Thanks, buddy.
It's okay. That's what we're here for.
So yeah, that was a good example of how that works.
Pull yourself together. Let's do this.
I'm good now.
So, are you all taking the elevator up to C deck then?
It depends what the maximum load is, Phil. Do we know what the maximum load is of one of these elevators?
It's pretty. It's got quite a heavy maximum load. Yeah. It's for used for moving quite pretty heavy loads.
Some flying stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Rightio. Let's screw these together a minute, so it'll be easier to move them. And move to C deck.
Is anybody else jumpy or panicky at this stage then, or?
Yeah, I'm quite anxious. Yeah, I'm looking really kind of like I said, pacing up and down, breathing heavily in a pissed off kind of way.
Yeah.
Okay, so you exit the lift onto one of the catwalks that overlooks the vehicle bay below you. You can see there's the cargo office, from which I believe
I can't see anything at the minute.
No, I can't either.
Okay, not.
I'm not sure you've moved us.
Yeah.
I can.
Change deck.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, I'm on C.
It might just take a while. If the map don't load up after a moment, you might have to just, if you press escape, that like reload menu will come up. You just might have to reload the app.
Okay.
Shall we go to the office then, Miller?
Yeah, let's get over there and log on to that terminal.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Okay.
Me too.
And the air scrubbers are north.
So you can't access. You can only access the air scrubbers from deck A.
Ah, okay.
So on C deck, that's where the actual the section of the shaft on C deck is like filled with water. That's the where all the electrolysis.
Yeah.
So going in there would be probably not a good idea if you could even get in.
Is it still switched off though?
Yes, I believe somebody'd overrode Mother and got her to shut them down, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So you could work in there a bit more safely, because it does mean that the air supply is slowly stagnating, but that's going to take a while. But yeah, so the cargo office is also where it contains the controls for the crane. There's like a big crane up here that's used for moving heavy loads, down into the vehicle bay from the cargo bays up on the catwalks.
Right.
So behind these two big doors here, these are big cargo bays.
So Davis and Miller, what are you looking at terminals to figure out where L breaches are? Is that right?
That's right. Yep.
So I guess the rest of us will head up to Scrubbers and start making a work on that. We've still got his vacuum suits on, haven't we?
Yep.
I have, yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Just keep an eye out. There's something on this ship that we need to figure out, and we're not sure if it's friendly.
Oh, I could do the sonar check, the motion
The
tracker.
bleeper.
You good?
Someone in your team's got a gun, hasn't they?
No.
Not me.
No? You would lose the gun.
I gave it to the captain.
No, that were one of them. We've got another one, haven't we?
I've got the shotgun.
Ah, right. Yeah, that's all we've got.
Have we?
Somebody had a fire axe, didn't they?
I've got an axe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody's having that.
Fine then. What could
That's my new signature item.
what could possibly happen? Fire. Yeah, we'll be fine. Oh, I can see that. Am I meant to see that?
Yeah, I put it on so everybody can see, since everybody's close by. So
Looks good.
Is that us moving? That's us that's blipping.
Yeah. So it shows the distance. You see the distance at the bottom. That shows the distance to the closest contact.
Yeah. That's all right. Right. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. So, what are we doing? Are we going back into turn order to move, or are we just saying that we move?
Yeah, it will just move. Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna deck B, are we, to avoid this hydrolysis water?
So you need to go up to deck A to access the scrubbers.
Deck A.
So
that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. So I presume you're taking the this lift, the west left-hand side lift.
Does it go all the way?
Yeah.
Yep.
Does it go all the way up to deck A?
Sorry.
Does it go all the way up to deck A?
It does. Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
the lifts access all decks, every single deck. Like I say, you can use the if you take the lift from deck A down to the bottom of the ship, that just counts as one move.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's just because the shape of the ship's not actually, because it's kind of staggered. I wasn't quite sure if that's what.
Yeah, it's because the different because I think when there's more on, it's when there's more rooms,
Yeah.
it's just a smaller,
Yeah. Cool, no problem.
Right, so going up to deck A. Let's pull.
Yeah. As we're going up in lift, I'll say, tell me something, Cham. What will cause this ship to explode? And you as well, Rye. What the hell? Why has it blown up?
I thought
an overload in the reactors or something. I was trying to sort it out.
Yes, so let me see. So you were checking the reactors and not that one.
Some kind of malfunction in the reactor core, I think.
The ship's not that old, and we've been there weeks. I mean, you work on it every single day. In your opinion, was that a risk of it happening? Surely we wouldn't have been cleared for flying if that was the case.
So Cham, when you checked it, it's according to Mother and the readout on the reactor, there was like there'd been a malfunction with the displacement drive, and there was a critical cascade failure in the reactor that caused it to overload. There was something a bit off about it as well, but you weren't able to.
No, I failed that roll. Yeah. Yes, it's just a malfunction in the reactor core, which I guess ships are under a lot of stress in space. I mean, I would have never have foreseen it happening, but it's obviously happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Anyway, so while you've been traveling up this, so we'll just cut back to Miller and Davis back in the cargo office. So what are you two up to?
Well, we'll have a look at this terminal. I mean, I'm not. Have you got access, Miller? I'm guessing or more access.
Yeah, I should have. Do you want to see if you can get on first?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not particularly good with computers.
Just made it disappear.
Oh yeah. Where you gone?
Oh no, it's So what is it you're doing exactly?
Going to get onto the terminal to see whether we can see what's been shut down due to decompression.
Okay.
What doors have been closed?
Right. So yeah, you're able to pull up like a deck plan, and it shows you that the damage has been done to the vestibule 1, which contains the armory on B deck. So that entire section has been closed. Mother's closed that entire section off.
So the armory section on B.
Oh yeah, I see that corner.
So the entire thing. So the that entire like sort of corner.
Okay.
From the EVAs to the like 3 storage rooms just below that contains the armor.
Oh yeah.
Can you see any info on the size of the damage, Davis? Is there any?
So it said there's been there's like multiple ruptures in the ship's hull.
But all in that area.
Yeah. So it's the outer hull on the obviously the outer hull bit. It's torn. There's about probably about 1 metre or 2 across. This like tear in the hull,
Right.
like, or rather length, not
Okay.
So we're not repairing that then, would you say, Davis?
Yeah, I mean, my opinion is that it's relatively self-contained. It's a small area of the ship. I mean, it is the armory, but didn't we check the armory? Isn't that where we got the pulse rifle from?
I checked that, cleared it out.
So
There was an escape pod in there, I think, as well, but that had gone. Or something, I'm not sure.
Yeah, there were two empty bays where escape pods had been.
Yeah. It's just whether the ship will be operable in terms of flight while it's got a gaping hole, or if it impacts. It's,
no, it'll not. It shouldn't impact.
yeah, as long as the doors are closed and sealed, should be fine, shouldn't it? That's what they're designed to do, aren't they? Close and seal off.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
Long
good news then.
It's not good, obviously, but
Yeah.
No other damage showing up?
no, not well. Other than that you're already aware of.
Yeah, I mean, longer term, we're going to have to fix the bridge and stuff like that. All the command console and everything was damaged, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But we still need the guys who can repair stuff, really, to help with that.
Yeah, so if we get the air online, then we can look at getting the engines online.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not so sure that getting the comms up is necessary. Davis, have you any ideas why the ship might have exploded? Have you any idea what's going on?
No. I just hope that we don't get tagged with the responsibility. That's
okay. I mean, I'm not sure that Wilson's telling us everything that he knows. So there was a ship's log that we got sent across from Mother just before the accident, and that explained everything that had happened on here. And basically, the ship had gone down to this planet and been taking samples and exploring the planet to see what was happening, and then their crew started getting attacked. They tried to leave, and it sounds like whatever was attacking them boarded the ship with them. And that probably explains why we're seeing all the damage on the ship and the signs of firefights. Whatever attacked them, from what Rai was telling us, it could be that that's still on the ship.
wow.
Yeah. Now, Wilson read all this, but he's not come clean, I don't think. So I'm not sure yet whether he's part of some kind of conspiracy of the company. So when the ship self-destructed, when the Montero self-destructed, I had a word with Mother to find out why it was happening and see if we could override it. And apparently it was on company special orders as to why it had initiated the self-destruct. She wouldn't give me any further details as to whether it had been a remote command or whether it was just something that was protecting us. But to me, at the minute, it feels like the company wanted shut of the Montero for some unknown reason.
Right. I mean, that don't make any sense, does it? I mean,
It doesn't, no.
Why would they want to blow the ship up?
I mean, I don't know. I've not been following Wilson all the time, but he's been in Mother on his own. Sometimes there's nothing to say he's not communicated with the company, or the company's not communicated with him and given him some special instructions that he's not told us about yet. When I was exploring the ship earlier, while the Montero was still around, and I went into the Medibay, there was some samples in there, and there was like a bit of a briefcase that got these things in it, and I don't know if you recall me mentioning it on comms.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, Wilson has an interest in those. He wants to get them.
I think I might have had. Did I not get them, Phil? I thought I was collecting them.
Somebody took the case. I can't remember who it was.
Oh, I know where they are. I think they're on A deck. I did pick them up and I did take them, but I think I left them
out to medical.
Yeah, I definitely picked them up. I just needed to know. Oh
yeah, I remember where they are. They're in Junction. Junction A1.
I left them in A Junction. I just thought I'd mention it in case I had them in my hands when we were messing about in outer space.
I remember somebody. You took them out, and you left them at Junction A1.
I did. So forget what I said. It was just in case I had them.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's okay.
If they want the samples though, like this ship's knackered. How are we going to get this back? I mean, we're obviously going to try, but like, surely the obvious way of getting them back would be to put them on the Montero and fly back. That was our orders, right?
Yeah.
Not hard enough.
But Wilson wanted to get these past quarantine. I don't know what they are, but Wilson was quite keen that we kept it quiet so that we could get past quarantine when we landed planet side.
Right.
So.
Well, I mean, if we ever make it that far, I guess up to now we just keep an eye on Wilson.
Yeah. I mean, don't let on that I've told you everything. Because don't mention this to Chan and Rai yet, because I don't want to upset. I don't want to stir them any more than they already are.
The discussion is interrupted by a sudden loud thud in the ventilation shaft that runs along this. Runs along. Runs into so that runs along the sea deck and into the cargo office.
Now that he's just told me that this could be the thing that's attacked him on the planet.
So from this direction, from this duct in.
Right,
between the cargo.
You've got bigger problems than watching Wilson.
I get the shotgun out. Fuck that.
Yeah,
what the fuck was that?
What?
I aim towards the duct and basically just listen for a bit.
Okay, so the little sphincter type opening, it remains shut.
I thought you were going to say so. But
the thud definitely came from behind it.
Okay. Can we hear anything?
Not against it, but
yeah, in that direction.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do we have any light sources on us? Like EV suit torches or anything like that?
Your suits have got a light on. I mean, it's the lights are on in the office anyway.
What do you reckon, Davis? Do you want me to open the door and you shoot anything that jumps out if it's got big teeth and 3 arms or long arms?
Yeah, why not? Let's go for it.
Yeah.
I turn my head torch on so I can and point it towards the sphincter.
Okay.
We really need to know. We really need to know what they're called. Eye things are what they're called.
Yeah, you would name it like an eye, wouldn't you?
Iris. Iris doors.
Iris sphincter.
Iris.
Okay. Right.
Maybe an engineer would call it a sphincter, maybe. Yeah.
So torch and gun pointed towards the opening. Wait for Wilson to open it.
Okay.
Not Wilson, Miller.
Wilson, come down here. We've got something for you.
You're doing it in any particular? Want to describe how you're opening it exactly?
Yeah. So I'm guessing perhaps there's some kind of open-close button to the right or to the left of it. Yeah. So I'm going to stand right to the side and long reach to the opening, and I'm going to count down to Davis, I'm going to say, right, on 3, or count it, I'm going to go on 3.
Signal that I just...
Dead. Yeah, I'm going to say on 3, I'm going to open the iris door. Let's see what we come, see what happens, see what we see.
This gun that I've got, I mean, I'm trained in guns, so is this shotgun isn't like buckshot type? Is it, what kind of shotgun shell is it, or whatever?
I'm just looking. I think it's got slugs in it.
Probably.
Yeah, slugs, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a combat shotgun, in it, so it's probably not like some random big spread thing.
No, but unusual to have a shotgun and not have it be pellets. That's the benefit of a shotgun.
Oops, I've just rolled it. I've shot him.
Blown John's hand
Okay, so we'll keep that roll, shall we? For
bloody hell, look at that.
That was a good roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so
keep that roll.
So Miller cautiously reaches over and presses the button to open up the shaft. And as it opens up, it's dark. It's obviously these aren't lit inside. And it's dark, and you can see like this bulk a few feet back from the opening, but it's kind of hidden in shadows. But you can see it's moving slightly. Like on fire, like
No, I'm not just gonna open fire now. I'm like kind of unsure of what I'm seeing, basically. Like I'm trying to kind of make out, because it doesn't really make any sense. So I'm kind of making sure that, like, am I actually seeing something moving type thing? I'm gonna say something like, "Hello, come out," or whatever, something like that.
Okay, like you hear this sort of sounds like air escaping at first, and it turns into a hiss and then a snarl, and then this bolt just like launches itself forward.
Whoa! I'm pulling the trigger.
Okay, right. So let me see.
Here we go.
Yeah. So so you were ready with your gun, so you basically get a free sort of like an ambush attack, so free go of it. So we'll take that roll. What did you get? So that's
3.
A success. So you can spend so a success does the damage that.
What was that?
No, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
So I've done something again.
So
no, I was looking trying to find the stunts, but I pressed it instead.
So if you look at the entry for the gun on your inventory, it's got a damage rating. So that's how much damage a success does. And the extra successes you can spend
on the stunt still.
Yeah. So one of the obvious stunts is you can spend 1 for extra damage, and that's one you can use multiple times. So
they're good.
You could spend all 3 and do 9 damage.
Pin it down.
Yeah. You inflict. It says you inflict 1 more point of damage.
Oh yeah, sorry, 1 more point of damage.
Yeah. So how many have I got? 2 extra.
Yeah.
So I'll do 1 more damage, and I'll do the bottom one, the pushback, because it's like a shotgun.
Yeah. So knock it back.
Blast it through into the air duct still.
Okay. Radio.
Nice.
Who's rolling?
Okay, so yeah, like this thing dives forward, and you pull the trigger on the shotgun. You get a. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that in a minute.
What is going on?
And you get a brief look at this thing before the blast of your gun hits it and knocks it back into the shaft.
Fucking hell.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Do we hear? Oh, I suppose not. We're in the scrubbers, aren't we? So we're not going to hear the shotgun blast.
Not hear the shotgun from like two decks down. Especially because you're inside.
Fucking hell.
Nice.
Jesus.
That's cool.
You also notice that even though your blast knocks it back, it's the blast appears to do no damage to it at all.
Okay.
Oh dear. Well, if I'm able to react to what's happening, I'm going to fumble and try and hit the claws.
Okay. Yeah. Allow you that. So yeah, you slam your hand down the button and the iris closes up again, and then you can almost immediately hear this like violent thudding against the inside of the shaft. You can all get a level of stress.
Well, yeah.
Or rather, you two, not everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're oblivious. Cleaning scrubbers.
I'm well stressed now.
Yeah.
Okay, so meanwhile, back in the scrubbers, or heading into the scrubbers.
Yeah. Before we go to the scrubbers, I'm going to airlock A1 and getting the vials.
Okay.
So just sort of going with me.
Are you just walking off, or are you not saying anything? Or?
I'll say just hang on a minute, guys. I'm just going up here 1 second. I'm gonna head up there.
We've got a job to do in here, though. Don't be slacking off, Wilson.
No, I'm coming straight back. And then a minute or so later, I'll come back with this briefcase in my hand.
And look at Ryan, give like a wanker kind of.
There is an acknowledging nod. That guy fucking sucks.
Yeah. Lazy bastard.
Alright. So I come back with this briefcase tucked under my arm.
So
I'll say, right, guys.
Are you two waiting for him to come back, or are you just getting to it?
No, fuck that guy. Put some marigolds on and just get to work.
Oh, you want to get stuck in?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I was going to wait so that we had equal share, or actually do a little bit less. But yeah, we'll get stuck in.
Okay, right.
Fucking
yeah.
To the scrubbers.
Open it up. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, you two get in there and get back to work. Pick up where you left off. About 5 minutes later, Wilson joins you.
Yep. Like I said, I've got this briefcase in my hands. That's all right. Let's get to it.
The cleaning fluids in that briefcase you've got?
No.
Scrubbing brush, maybe?
I don't know what it is. Let's call it insurance.
Just about as far as I could come.
This is our payout, boys.
Okay, so Wilson has got naff all knowledge of that's required to properly assist. So basically, is reduced to like a dog's body, like handing you tools and going around. And
rinsing cloths and moving buckets and just basically doing the shit job.
So I presume you brought the trolley up because if you remember last time you found all those replacement parts for the air scrubbers down in the storage in the vehicle bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I presume you brought them up on that like dolly to bring to. Will that be the case?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Well, we knew we were coming up here, didn't we, to do this? So yeah, that would have been the case.
Makes sense.
So basically, like I said, Wilson just ends up being dog's body and like carrying stuff, handing your tools, and going backwards and forwards, bringing your replacement parts from the trolley you brought from the vehicle bay.
Yeah.
Right. So, I think we need to. Unfortunately, that was really brief, but I think we need to skip back down to sea deck.
It's fine. I'll just be making rubbish small talk while like trying to tell you about like a sports team that I have no idea about, trying to connect with you on a personal level and failing.
Okay, so this thing, whatever it was, like continues this violent banging against the iris for what seems like forever, and then it stops.
Right, shit, man, what was that? We need to get out of here and tell the others.
Yeah, let's get out. We need to get back to the others.
Yeah.
If it goes their way, they're fucked.
Yeah. So like scrambling, we're gonna go that way.
Okay, so the lift that's working is this one.
Great.
A lift.
Oh, okay.
We have to go in there then. Is that where we're going, Davis? Do we have any other choice?
Let's go that way.
So it's either the lift or the you can access the junction. Do you remember there's ladders at the junctions at the north and south end, at both ends of the ship.
What ammo have you got left in there, Davis?
Got enough for now.
Right.
But let's make a move. We've got some reloads.
Yeah, we need to get there quick, don't we? We can't be faffing around.
No. There is a stairwell, but it's hard to get to, isn't it, on the near the air scrubbers.
I think the benefit of being in the lift is that although we're cornered, we're not having to watch the corridors and look up, down, left and right. We can literally just lock in the lift, can't we?
Yeah. Yeah, let's go for the lift, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, crap, if that thing gets us, we ain't going to outrun it, by the looks of it.
No. I mean, what was it? Like...
I don't know. Could it be one of them, like, them people with stretched... Could it be a stretched face or something,
I was thinking that some... I don't know, further kind of version or something.
Yeah, it just didn't seem to have any eyes and them teeth. They weren't human teeth, were they? Something weird went on with that.
So it's hard to tell where it's because it was kind of crouched down inside the vent, but it looked, guess, maybe about 5 or 6 feet.
Yeah.
Or if it stood up, it'd be like 5 or 6 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be that thing off that planet, or it could be one of the crew that something's happened to it.
I mean, there's all them samples in the med bays where you saw as well. I mean, there's weird... They've obviously found some weird stuff on that planet. If it also attacked them, it would make sense that it was something like this, but...
Yeah, the sooner we get to them, a lot the better, I think, like you said.
Is this the lift here?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought we'd press the button and we're waiting for it to arrive.
Well, yeah, probably,
Just stood around.
Yeah, so the lift finally turns up. Yeah, why not? So, yeah, so you go into the lift and hit the button to take you up to A deck.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave's
let me in.
It's cut in half.
So, as the lift sort of quickly starts to ascend to A deck, you hear some like banging, something moving in the lift shaft, and you're almost at A deck, and the entire lift, I don't know what do you call it? The actual thing that you're studying. What's it called? Cage.
Cage.
Cabin, cage, whatever. Yeah. So they actually something like hits, strikes aside, and the whole thing shakes.
Holy shit! It's followed us up the fucking lift shaft. Yeah.
I need a more action-packed soundtrack.
It's on the roof. It's on the roof. Shit.
Is there one of those? Is there like a panel thing in the top?
There is, yeah.
Oh, always
I'm gonna just keep hitting the one button.
Yeah.
Okay, so after what seems like an age, the doors finally open on A deck.
Can we radio to these guys or?
Yeah, you've got your suit.
On the way,
like your suits, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to turn that on the while we're kind of going up as such, to basically say there's something here. It attacked us. Keep a lookout. Keep yourself safe. We're coming.
Okay.
I'll go straight back up at comms and say, you didn't hurt it, did you?
No.
But we're gonna do, Wilson.
Where we are in the air scrubbers, Phil, is it just one way in, one way out?
Yes.
Okay.
So you access the air scrubbers from this from this maintenance shaft that runs between the two corridors, and it's split between 3 levels. So there's like a grilled sort of walkway around the edges, and there's like a ladder that goes down to a similar level that's on B deck, and then there is access to the part of the shaft that's on C deck, but that's almost completely submerged because that's where the electrodes are.
Yeah.
So you can access that, but it's like sealed. It's sealed off with a hatch.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember in Alien that bit where they're in that room with the chains hanging down, there's all the water dripping down.
Yeah.
In Alien, that with the air scrubber. So that's what
Right.
that's what it's like. There's lots of condensation raining down all the time.
Yeah. I just want to reach out and just pull the axe just closer to me, and then just carry on like working a bit, probably a bit faster, and trying to get, not as if it's going to make much difference, but just feel better trying to get these done as quickly as possible now.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, it's fine. I was just going to say I stopped what I'm doing now. I just said, you need to get over here now, then you can tell us about it.
We're coming.
You need. I think at this point you probably need Wilson to go back out into the corridor and get some things off the trolley as well.
Here you go, Wilson.
I'm not sure I know what I'm looking at. You might need to come with me to tell me what I need.
All right. Anyway, what's Miller and Davis doing?
Yeah.
Moving along here.
I'm not showing on the map yet.
I can see you.
Can you?
You'll have to reload. Press that escape. And reload.
Sit refresh. Oh yeah, I got me now.
Cool. Right, okay, so it'll just take you. So
wait for me, Davis. Wait for me.
Yeah, I will let you go first, actually. As in, because I'm expecting it to come from the elevator, not from in front of us. I'm covering you.
Well, I'll tell you what then. I want to stop here and look behind us and just be like, is that thing following us?
Okay, so as you look behind you, you see the doors to the lift slowly slide shut, and then it's closed. There's no, so you don't hear anything.
Sounds like it's gone. Get to the others.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's say you just you make it to the scrubbers then.
Hey, Rye, can you get that tracker of yours and see if there's anything in the vicinity?
Sure can. It's on its last legs, though.
Or does it need power?
Yeah.
Throw it for now.
Malfunctioned.
Nothing's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just explain what we saw. Heard a bang in the what they're called, ventilation shafts. We opened it up. This big white thing was there. Came straight for us.
White? What, like a polar bear?
No, like something we've never seen.
In a way, that'd be even weirder, really.
It'd be lost. It'd be like a lost. Never to be seen again, the polar bear, was it?
No.
Yeah, I can't explain it, but it wasn't an animal at all, or a person.
Yeah, it had like a massive head, almost like it had been stretched. You know, like that guy with the long arms? Similar idea, just like really long head. But no, I didn't see any eyes. Just this mouth and teeth that, I don't know, they weren't human teeth. They didn't look like human teeth to me when I quickly saw it.
Was it trying to attack you or evade you?
No, attackers.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's hostile.
It could have ran back into the ventilation shafts before we even opened the thing, and then when we closed the door, it literally banged and banged and banged, and then it attacked us again in the elevator.
How the hell did you get away from it?
We shot
if it
it.
attacked you?
Yeah, we shot
I thought
it.
you said you didn't do anything to it.
Well, I wasn't lying. Nothing happened. It just shocked it back into the thing. Didn't kill it.
So he took a shotgun to the face and nothing happened, or to the guts and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I look kind of like worried and ponderous at the same time. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is serious.
Is it like armored then, like a armadillo skin type of thing?
Don't know.
Don't know.
Didn't have close enough look. Well, got a close enough look, but not long enough.
Where did you shoot it?
It pretty much in the head, I'm guessing. I guess it came straight at us with its head.
Yeah, mainly in the head.
Shot it in the face.
Yeah, in this big stretched head.
And then we went into the lift, and the chuffing thing followed us.
Yeah.
It's behind you.
It was.
Behind you now.
Behind you.
Well,
Behind you.
No, when we got out of the lift, it weren't there. But it was on the lift.
Where's the cage that I made?
I think it's next to the air duct on A deck. That's where we came across, weren't it?
So just back up top.
Yeah. We did bring it across. It did get left across here before the Montero exploded. But it'll be up by Junction A1, I think.
Okay.
We've got to find a way of sealing it kind of down below.
Yeah, I mean, it's moving behind in the air ducts. I don't know enough about that, but I'm guessing that just runs the length and breadth of the ship.
Yeah. And we haven't got any tools to seal the air ducts or anything, have we?
No. We've got a cutting torch, but that's obviously no good.
Can you put it on reverse?
Yeah, well, I'm wondering if you can use it not on full, so it's not cutting through material, it's actually melting material. You know, to almost weld.
Normally, that's what they use on aliens, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can use those cutting torches to melt it.
I would have thought
to weld,
it is like a multi-purpose thing.
On aliens, there's like a dual thing. One's a welder, one's a it's like a welder and a cutter in it. Yeah.
Well, like I say, it's like a multi-tool thing anyway, because it gives you a bonus to your to your heavy machinery rolls.
So we can try and identify an area to secure and like hold up in, but we still need to get the air scrubbers online.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're gonna suffocate.
That's a good point.
Or breathe in this air, and right now I don't feel like doing that.
No. I mean, from the logs that we've seen, I don't think this is a symptom of these spores. I think it's a separate life form in itself.
As Wilson says logs, I'm just going to look at Davis and give him like a knowing glance.
Yeah, I don't know anything about any of that shit. I just know that if there's something on board that's aggressive, we need to find somehow of disabling it, or like you said, locking it in an area so it's away from us while we get this shit back online.
Yeah, we've got to get this sorted, and then we can, I don't know, seal off bridge or something like that, and then at least we're somewhere safe where we know it can't get.
Yeah, we need to be held up somewhere, don't we?
Yeah.
Is there anything about a white, elongated head creature in the logs? Anything we can ask Mother about to figure out if it's got a weakness or any vulnerabilities?
Well, yeah, but I don't really fancy going out there at minute. I think we'll sort this out first, and then we can take a look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, looking at that, we don't want to be splitting up, guys. That's one strong motherfucker that we need to stick together. Only together can we avoid this, if nothing else.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to make sure this door to this air thing's kind of like as secure as it can be. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I like look and go, is there a way of locking this door? I don't know.
Which door, sorry?
Just door to air scrubbers. Just entryway to air scrubbers.
No, they can't be locked as such, no.
No, but I'll still go there because I don't know what I'm doing. And like I said, I'll still appear quite anxious. Just like, oh my God. We can't let this thing in here.
Okay. So what you're going to do? Despite that, you're going to carry on with try and complete the work in here?
I'm gonna slump in corner and just be like exhausted, shocked, just worn out for a minute.
How long have you got left to fix this?
Well, it took 8 hours. We said it was full shift, didn't we? And we've not spent that long on it.
Yeah, so a full shift is 5 to 8 hours, but so more people assist. Even if you can't contribute towards the role, you can reduce the amount of time.
Yeah. So he's still going to be a couple of hours into it at least, I guess.
Yeah.
As we're doing this, I'll just be like quizzing you on like, how did it move? You know, how did you smell anything on it? Did it make any noises? Just like super interested in what this thing was.
It hissed, didn't it?
Mm.
It hissed at us.
It did.
Like a snake.
Yeah.
No, there's like air. More like air release.
So it breathes.
It farted.
Yes, so.
or it was trying to communicate.
If it was talking to us, it was saying, "I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah.
Did it have scales? Like, you know, them albino snakes? Have you seen it? I've seen them in a zoo once. Could it be like a reptilian thing?
I've never seen anything like this.
It didn't have scales. Its skin was sort of almost like marble, kind of white, but looked slightly translucent. Anyway, like just really smooth and slick.
Smooth and slick.
Yeah, so like I said, we're doing the job, but I'm just super interested in trying to get as much info on this alien as I can.
As I'm kind of recovering my breath and my composure, I want to use my signature item just to. So mine's my badge. So I'm just going to be like looking at it and being like, I don't know, just being like, you know, screw the company when.
Reminiscing
when I've done this, I'm out of here. I don't get paid enough for that. And just kind of thinking about running my own ship and just transporting sand to the beaches of some random planet.
Okay. So you can reduce your stress level by 1. So you can use that once each act. We're still in the first act.
Oh.
Right. Okay. So.
Shall we stay in here till Act 3?
Yeah.
Right. So people who have got any skill in heavy machinery, they can sort of assist, which will add 1 dice to the check if they want to.
I've got 1.
I don't know how many people have got heavy machinery. I think it's probably
me. I'll make the roll.
Yeah.
I have 1 plus. I can make.
So I've got
2.
So I've got +2. Rye and Davis.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Jesus. The last one as well on my screen.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Okay, so after about 3 or 4 hours work, you finally slot the last of the components into place. Everything's it's not perfect, but it's the best job you can probably do under the circumstances. So all that remains to be seen is if it's going to work.
Right. So that's getting out and then firing up the electrolytes, is it?
Get Mother to fire it all up again.
Yeah. Could we say that while we've been doing this in air scrubbers, panic will have gone down? Or stop panicking?
Did you feel safe in the air scrubbers?
No.
No.
No. Felt very vulnerable.
Yeah. Trapped.
So
we do need to talk about what the next step is, though, while we're doing the cleaning and stuff. So
I just said we would have felt safe because we're not absolutely panicking for 3 hours. Frantically putting motherboards in and stuff like that for 3 hours. After a bit, you're going to be like, "Well, it's not here."
No, but it could be at any minute, couldn't it? And we've no way of. It could come from a deck. C can come up, it can come down, it can come out of the air scrubbers, connect to all the ventilation shafts in the ship.
I mean, maybe different for you. Me and John, though, we've seen it, and any loud noise or whatever would be like, shit, is that it, kind of a thing.
Yeah, true. I'm still picturing a polar bear.
We probably should have done something to seal these doors in some way, shouldn't we?
Well, we were too busy getting it done, though. We've spent all our energy and effort on just getting the scrubbers online.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll tell you about
the. If you think Wilson feels safe, if you can just.
I think I would have after a bit.
If you can justify the fact that he feels safe, then.
Like I said, for 10 minutes or so, you will be thinking, Jesus Christ, it could be right behind them. But after the first hour, and it hadn't been there, I think I'd probably calm down a bit. I'm going like, well, we're all right. It's obviously gone off somewhere.
You hadn't seen it, so it's just a story to you.
We'll give you some good news as well about the damage to the hull. So that's going to have pepped you up a bit, I guess.
Yeah. What is
if it is safe?
Yeah. So according to the readings, what Davis, what was it? You saw
Yeah. The damage was just on the armory. So just the armory section's been locked down. All the damage is on the external part of that.
That's all right. So only where all weapons are.
We cleared out the armory. We've been in there.
All right then. We're fine then.
So yeah, you remember earlier, Wilson, when you're giving me grief for sending the crew out, having a look around the ship. That's why we did it, because otherwise we wouldn't have had the guns that we had.
Duly noted.
Have you got the briefcase on you and visible?
Yeah, visible. I can't hide it. It's a briefcase, but I'll definitely not be laying it out of my hands.
So it's bigger than, it's slightly bigger than bulkier than a briefcase. It's like it's kind of almost like one of them about the size of one of them sort of like collapsible files cases. About the size of a small suitcase.
Yeah, I assumed it was like a small suitcase.
Yeah. It's like metal reinforced case. Right,
so is these things online then? What you're saying?
Okay, so Wilson, if you're convinced that your character would have felt so, I would think you're still kind of in a kind of sort of around stressful people. So I'll let you reduce your stress by half, not remove it completely.
Stress or panic?
Your stress. Have you got panic? Your panic would go as well, yeah. So your panic will go after that time as well. So your panic would go anyway regardless after that amount, long before that time, all that time had passed.
Yeah, it will panic that we're asking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Panic will go anyway. So long as a turn passes without anything happening to increase your panic. It'll then pass.
Okay.
So yeah, your panic will have definitely gone.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, panic's gone.
So I'm going to ask. So Wilson, what you got there? What's that case?
I'll look at you kind of like seriously. Look, I said it's what we talked about. It's from the med bay.
Oh, okay. And is it secure? Is it damaged? Did you collect it all right? When did you get it? Have you been and got it on the way here?
No, I got it. I picked it up when I found the stuff in the log. I went down to medbay, if you remember.
Oh, right.
Just before the ship self-destructed, and I brought it up. But when I ran back to the ship, I ended up putting it in the corridor. So when we came back up here, I made sure that I picked it back up. So we don't want to lose it.
Okay. And then I'll...
He's coming! He's coming!
So I kind of accept that, and then as I'm turning away, I give Davis a knowing look again.
Yeah, a nod, like knowingly.
Yeah, I'm not really elaborating on it.
Yeah, and I don't want to go into too much detail with Ryan Chan there.
Yeah.
I'm not even listening. I don't care about any of that shit. I just want to get these scrubbers clean. Get the scrubbers clean and get out of this.
Okay, so yeah, aside from the back and forth and the chit chat, it takes you about 3.5, 4 hours to finally get the work completed. And while you're getting your stuff together and chit chatting after you finish the job, suddenly the scrubbers come back online, and the electrical charges down in the electrolysis pit at the bottom fire up, and there's electric charges start pulsing up and down the shaft.
Oh, we're still in it.
Yeah.
So it happens kind of like unexpectedly. Just
get out!
So you can all make a mobility roll to try to get out quickly and safely get out.
Mobility.
Look at that. Stress is helping me.
Oh, I don't think it's helping me.
Okay, so I think everybody. Oh no, Wilson didn't. Wilson failed.
Stress did me as well.
Oh, I got 2 though, and one of the things I can do is give one to another PC in the same situation as you, so I can grab someone.
Yeah.
And help them out.
Nice.
Yeah, but do you want to grab Wilson? That's the thing.
No.
Do you want to
Fuck him.
Really?
Is he the only one who failed? You wouldn't know that I chose not to.
No, I don't know.
Well, I'm not. But
I'm considering.
Character-wise, I wouldn't be looking out for you, would I? Do you know what I mean?
No.
You're not my buddy or whatever. I'm not looking to see, oh, is Wilson out? You know, I wouldn't be doing that. So.
I've been nothing but honest. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I mean, even if I didn't distrust you, it's not like, you know, I've not worked with you forever and stuff. So unless you're right there, if you're falling or something, then I'd grabbed you or whatever. But
yeah,
reach out with a lid list. Yeah, grab this.
John.
Can I push the roll, Phil?
You can. Just a minute. I just want to. John, have you got? I think you might have your rolls set to private.
Yeah,
rolls.
I've changed it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it keeps whispering every time you roll something, it keeps whispering to me. I kept thinking you were sending me secret messages.
Do you want me to roll that again? Or?
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, you manage. So yeah, so Wilson like trips and just manages to to scramble out the door as electricity arcs across the wall and floor where he was just stood.
I succeeded, Phil, but it's telling me to roll stress. Do I need to do that?
Yes, because you rolled stress on your dice. So panic condition plus 4. Right. So you got 7. So that's a nervous twitch, your stress level, and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range. That's everybody.
Oh, for God's sake!
goes up. 1. Everybody's stress level goes up by 1.
Yeah.
And Rye now has the panic condition. If he didn't already.
Yep, it's already on there.
Yeah, so it'll say next to panicked, it'll say what level you're at what your panic level
7.
is at. So yeah, so every now, like I said before, every time you make a panic roll, your panic level will go up. It won't. You'll always get worse and worse and worse until you manage to calm down.
I need a big sleep is what I need.
So are we going to see that that she's really panicking now?
Yeah, well, that's why you've set your stress levels, because she's just got a nervous twitch, just twitching
This wasn't supposed to happen. Who turned the switch on? This was too soon. Ah!
I was going to say we'll all be out in corridor now, won't we?
You're all out in the corridor now, yeah.
Yeah, you probably shoved us all out of the way to get out yourself, as quick as you could.
Yeah.
Maybe I were all overbalancing because of it, went in and then to charge back out again.
Okay, so the scrubbers are back online, and there's still quite a bit of noise coming from the scrubbers and echoing down the ventilation shafts, but it's far better. It's far better than than it was before when they first came online, when they were all screwed up. At the same time as well, you hear a loud sort of some banging about inside one of the ventilation shafts, sort of running off the corridor.
Off this corridor?
Yeah.
Coming towards us or just in the distance?
Let's see. You can make a an observation check, I suppose.
Everybody?
I want to reach out and put my arm around Rye, pull her close and say, "It's all right, I've got you."
Right, so on it's not always a good idea if you've got an opportunity to roll. It's not always a good idea to roll because every time you roll, you can so
rolling stress every time, aren't we?
So so if somebody's going to check, if somebody's going to do like an observation check, don't just let that person see what that person does. Otherwise, you're all going to be like, you're all going to be.
I'm not.
Bits. Which is what
I'm
happened
just
to Wilson.
concentrating on.
So Wilson rolled a failure and had to roll a stress.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned by the banging. I just want to put my arm around Rye and pull her in close and say, "I've got you." Axe in one hand, Rye in the other. Kind of like
Actually, whatever.
Group hug.
Jesus Christ.
So Wilson, despite all that, you've got no idea, just having a bit of a panic about it.
I'll probably will say like, what the hell was that?
So Davis, it came from the ventilation shaft on the left-hand side of the hallway, but it would sound like it were moving away from you.
Okay. I'll say, did you hear that? It's somewhere near, but sounded like it was going away to me.
I wonder if the air's pushed it away, or if like it's kind of got scared of that.
Disturbed it or whatever, scared of it.
Scared.
Right. What are we doing? Are we heading towards Mother, are we?
Well, we either need to go to Mother or to the bridge, somewhere that's self-contained, so we can basically just figure out what we're doing. We don't want to be doing that in this corridor.
I think the bridge is too confined. I think we're better off on bridge.
Yeah, I agree with you, Wilson. Let's make our way to the bridge, and then we can have a meeting.
That's deck B, innit?
Yeah.
We need to get to the junction.
So you got either the junction or the lift.
Junction, drop down. Junction's near the bridge anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
Right, so you So you head up along the corridor and climb down the ladder at junction A down to B deck. As you arrive at junction B1, the intercom crackles to life. And Mother's voice comes over the speakers, over the intercom.
Oh.
Warning. Cryo chambers deactivated.
Oh, great.
Great.
So the crew's waking up.
It seems that way.
Why is it a warning?
Why is Mother...
That must be an unplanned deactivation then.
So what's going on with Mother? Why is she trying to fry us in the scrubbing shaft? And
maybe it's because we got the air online.
Yeah, but it must have known.
I think it is. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Some like override because there was no air.
Emergency's over. Yeah, emergency's over. So yeah, that makes sense.
No, because Mother knows we're in the air scrubbing shaft, surely.
Unless, do you think the crew
can't track you? You've got no PIDs.
Right, so you can't detect life forms.
She can. I thought she could. I thought she detected that.
She can. She can to a certain extent, but she can't pinpoint locations.
Right. Okay. That clears out then.
Wilson, is it worth going into Mother and finding out why she's just done that, or why that's just happened? We need to.
Yeah. Yeah. I look a bit dejected about it. Like I don't want to go out into corridor, but I'll go out. Yeah. All right.
We can follow you up there and stand outside the door. But...
It could be a bit dangerous, though.
We've got to go to the junction regardless.
What else do we need to find out whilst I'm there?
Right now, it seems like Mother knows more about what's going on than what we do.
Yeah.
Right, so just find out as much as I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. What you're going to do while I'm going to Mother?
We'll literally stand outside the door with you. We'll stick together. I think we should all stick together. What do you all think?
Is Mother only big enough for one person?
No, I've been in there with Wilson, so I can go in.
It's not massive.
Probably two of us, would you say?
It's worth just checking to see if there's any air vents.
There's only one seat. No, because Mother chamber is a completely sealed and isolated chamber.
Right, no vents.
No.
Okay.
The two of us have been in there, haven't we, Wilson? You and I.
We have.
Been in Mother.
I wouldn't think you can get much more than two without standing on each other's toes, or by the time you've taken into consideration control panel and chair that's in there, there's not much more room.
Well, should some of us go and check the cryo chambers if you're going to Mother?
I don't think we should be splitting up, right? That thing down there.
If anything, some stay on bridge and somebody come to Mother.
Where are we now? Have we come down onto deck B?
No,
yeah.
We've got to go to deck A.
So we've got to go back up there.
Yes. Once cryo chambers are deactivated, how long for somebody to come out of cryo? Is it immediate?
No. It's there's like a waking up process, so it'll usually takes about 30 minutes or so.
Okay.
That's a good point, Lyron. We need to warn these people that are coming out of cryo.
That's what I was going to say. They're going to come out, and if that thing goes for them, that's it.
I seem to remember as well, there's a potential danger here. I briefly glanced on them logs, and I think somebody were attacked. Somebody were attacked and put in cryo. What are you laughing
at? I'm not laughing in character.
I know. I'm not laughing in character.
I suggest
seriously, somebody were attacked and put in cryo, and they could have serious health concerns if they're waking them up.
Don't forget as well that people, when you come out of cryo, and the longer you've been in cryo, the worse the symptoms are. But when you come out of cryo, usually people more often than not suffer from hypersleep sickness, which can result in nausea, amnesia, disorientation, headaches.
Yeah.
And considering these people have been potentially in cryosleep for
70 years.
Yeah.
We need to go and help them.
Well, I'd suggest just go to Mother and put them back into cryo. Switch it back on, put them back into freeze.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea, Chan.
Stay where we are and just freeze them up again.
It's a long way from where we are to where they are.
Yeah, it's too far.
All right.
Figure out why. I guess Mother's waking him up now because she's got power online, but the engines are still off, aren't they?
Yes.
So the ship's not operational.
You reconnected the relay,
weren't it?
But the reactor. But there's still a problem with the reactor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just nip and get a drink before we go into Mother?
Yeah, we'll have a drink break, a little break.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, the toilet and Charlotte from that.
I showed our stream to some lads from work, and one of them said that they got your dressing gown, John. You're like, that's my dressing gown.
Oh, really? Awesome. I love it.
He's got this fucking chair fixed. Squeaky as.
All right.
Is Mother just off the bridge then? Is that
just to the north?
She's on A deck, so she's directly above the bridge, but she's not accessible. It's not accessible from the bridge.
Right.
Just that space above us now.
Right.
So are we all going up, did you say, or is some staying on bridge?
I think everybody said they're coming up.
Yeah, we weren't splitting up. Yeah, we weren't splitting up.
Okay, so I should point out as well that it's time-wise in the game. It's sort of 5:20 in the afternoon, and you've been up and going since about 6 or 7 this morning. So
getting
tired out as well at this point.
Okay. How long has it been since Air Scrubbers got online?
Literally just now.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
About
10 minutes.
5 minutes. Right. Okay.
It's going to take hours to clean the air. Days, maybe.
Oh, okay.
It's a massive ship, isn't it? It can only like pump through and.
Yeah, it does happen quite quickly. It'll probably maybe take about half an hour at the most, because it'll just like blast it. You can that's like what you can hear. So they're like you can hear it like forcing air through all the vents.
Hey, yo, we got pirates coming. I was just looking at what you've sent me. I don't know what that is, but sorry. I'll have a look at that later. Right.
And it's mainly about it drawing air, so it draws air into the scrubbers as well.
Mm.
So we're going to mother, Phil.
Sorry?
We're going to mother them.
Yeah. So yeah. So you're back up on A deck, outside the entrance to Mother's chamber.
Right.
Yeah, you guys wait out here. Me and Wilson are going to go into Mother and figure out why the cryo chambers have come back on.
Yep.
See if we can figure out what's going on. Maybe ask her about that. Ask her about that creature as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what we'll do. Go in, ask them questions.
Okay. What's the rest of your? So let's see. So that's Wilson and Miller going into Mother. So you've been in here before, but I'm not sure if I mentioned. So it's a much older model of Mother. So where's the one on board the Montero was I believe it was like Mother 6000 or 6500. This is only a substandard Mother 2000.
Yeah.
So far more basic in comparison. So Wilson and Miller go into the Mother chamber, leaving you outside in the corridor.
Yeah.
Well, while we're outside, Phil, I want to just look at if there's any air vents in this particular section of corridor.
Yes. So there's two. There's vents running through most of the ship. There's and of course you've got these maintenance access shafts as well on running off the left and right side. But there's like ventilation shafts running along tops of most of the corridors that to provide like aid with air circulation and stuff.
Are they like primary shafts, or like big ones that a person could fit in, or the smaller?
They tend to be smaller ones, yeah. The maintenance shafts,
it's the big ones, yeah.
Yeah, maintenance shafts. You can get in. The air shafts are not really something you could get inside.
Right. So, is there any maintenance shafts in this area?
So there's an entrance to a maintenance shaft here, and here.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that padlock. Yeah, there's one. The iris is there, and then there's one at the junction, either side of the junction there, and then you got one down here and down here.
I can't see those on the map. It's all blacked out for me.
If you look on they're all shown on the
the other one.
Yeah.
All I was asking is if there were any maintenance shafts in this particular section. I was going to get the cutting torch out and try to seal them up, but if there isn't any, then I'll obviously not bother.
Well, like I said, there's these two on either side, just round the corner from you, which are like literally. So it's about about 10 meters away from me, 10 yards away from me.
No, that's fine. I just didn't want any of this particular immediate area.
So if you imagine that your tokens are about 2 meters across. Obviously,
right.
Your character's not 2 meters across, but the tokens, the tokens
I look at the others that are here then, so Ryan, Davis, and say, look, what do you think? Should we seal these shafts or while we're here?
I can't see any.
Yeah, I think it's worth a shot. It's not sealing the air up, is it? So.
No, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't want to cut enough oxygen.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's just reinforcing it. So if anything's in there, it'll take a while to get out, or it can't get out. It might buy us some time for us to get out of the way.
Eventually, yeah. Okay, cool.
So I'll do that then, Phil. I'll go to this one down this side.
Although, I don't know for certain, but when we encountered the one, it didn't open the iris, we did. Now, that's not to say that it can't.
Did it have arms?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out whether it's intelligent or not. But it's been navigating its way through the air shafts and onto, follows it to the lift.
I think it's worth sealing them anyway. I don't see a reason not to.
Okay, is that what Cham's going to do then? He's going to
use
his torch, right? Okay, so that'll take you a turn or so to do that.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, in the mother chamber, who's taking the chair?
Wilson, I'll give you the honours.
Tippy tap on keyboard. Hello, mother.
Okay, right. So mother wakes up. And requests authorization code.
All right. So I guess I'll enter it.
Okay, right. You enter your company enter your company code, and
Mother
welcomes you.
Okay. Type in. I'll start with status report. Give me a status report.
Okay, right. It comes up with some of the stuff you've seen before. So comms array damaged, engine relay functioning, reactor compromised, decompression, hull breach on deck B. What the hell it's called, that area? It is the vestibule 1 sealed. Cryo sleep chambers deactivated. Crew on wake up.
Okay, why was cryo chambers deactivated?
Mother says that life support systems online.
Yeah, I'll just turn to you, Miller, and I'll say it's exactly what we thought. The emergency system came back online, so it's an automatic thing to open them. I'll put reinstate cryo sleep in pods. And I'll put all the pod numbers down.
Right, comes back. Cannot comply.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. I'm sorry, but they're not coming back. Okay. Right.
Can we?
I'll ask for information on unknown life forms.
Okay, right. It comes up. It says information restricted. Cannot comply.
Okay. I'll try a company override. Try and put in my authorization details.
Company override. It says information restricted under Special Order 966.
Ask her what Order 966 is, Wilson.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he says. You should know, Wilson. You set the order.
You gave it. You gave Order 966.
Have you got the axe?
Special Order 966. Secure alien xenomorph samples. Return all samples and artifacts to Wayland Yutani. All the priorities rescinded.
Okay. I'll shut the computer down and I'll look really pissed off and the son of a bitch.
Just before you do that, Wilson, so like just before you've done that, can you ask Mother to lock down the cryo chamber so that people can't get out of the cryo chamber? Let's try and keep them in there if we can.
Try and do that. I'll try and seal cryo chamber door.
Let's see what's the response. Unable to comply.
Those bastards. I think we've been stitched up.
The stuff you've got in that briefcase, is that the stuff that relates to Order 966?
Super.
I don't think so.
Okay, here, Wilson.
There's no identifying marks.
I don't think so.
On the case or anything in the case.
I'm guessing they want the animal.
So your collection of these samples, have you received Order 966, Wilson?
No.
Have we all received that like similar thing anyway? I mean, I don't know if we know what the order number is, but
Captain Davis got a message right back at the when your hypersleep was interrupted.
No. I think it's the alien that they want.
Any idea why they want it?
I shall send Captain Miller a refresher of what the original message that Mother got from Mother about why you were woke up.
It's in journal stuff.
It could be. I'm just going to send him a reminder
anyway. It is in journal stuff. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, probably is.
Also tells us to save the crew members.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly why they want it. If what you're saying's right, this is brand new life form. Something that we've never seen. Can you imagine, like, how scientifically important that is?
Having seen what it tried to do to me and Davis, I can imagine very well, yeah. I don't think it likes the idea of being classed as a sample.
Maybe not, but that's exactly what it is. And our job is to get it back. But I think we've been put in an uncompromising situation. but it makes, looking at this now, makes total sense on why the company is willing to detonate God knows how many millions in gas.
Yeah, I mean, I think what doesn't sit right with me with this order is all other things are overridden. I mean, the behaviour of the company implies that our lives or this sample is more important than our lives, and I would definitely disagree with that. My crew's the priority, and their safety.
I completely agree with you, Miller. I completely agree with you. Vanessa, this is why there's a company is like, what is it like? A company is like a pond or an ocean. There's some nice fish. There's some octopuses with tentacles in every little bit of business that you can think of. And there's some sharks. Some real mean sharks out there. I mean, bad bastards, right? I'm not one of them. But I know they exist. And I'll hold up the briefcase. This is why I suggested this. Yeah? If we just bring it back like that, they will take it off us, drop us in the meat grinder, and we will be no better off. We will be down there with the guppies, yeah? Doing nothing but eating plankton for the rest of our lives. That's why I wanted the samples, to try and get a little bit of an upper hand on these bastards.
Everybody's oxygen supplies in the suits is running low at this point.
Mm-hmm. It's why I asked how long scrubbers have been on. But Wayne being only on 5 minutes, I didn't want to say I'm taking my helmet off. So yeah, I agree. I think we've got no option but to do what the company wants, because otherwise we're going to suffocate and starve. We're going to have to get back. But this is why I'm saying, if we contain it, we've got some leverage here. We can make sure that we come out with the upper hand on this.
I think the company would be more interested in it disappearing. Well, we're the ones here now, not the company. And we need to be looking after ourselves. I was saying we just need to be looking after ourselves at the minute.
Right, just cut back to the others for a bit. So, okay. Sham, you can make a heavy machinery roll. See if you can. It's a simple task, so you can have +2. Oh, don't matter, you've done it.
I've rolled it.
Yeah, it don't matter. I'm going to say you can have +2 because it's a simple task, and you can have you can use you get +2 from your cutting torch as well.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you don't matter. You did it anyway. Yeah. So you quite easily managed to seal that shaft off, that maintenance shaft. Of course, you could easily just as easily cut it, open it up again. Obviously, it'd take a while.
Yeah. I do it quickly and have a modification to the next time I do the next one.
Okay.
No problem. From the stunts.
Yeah. So it takes a fraction of the time. So
it says you've got this. You don't need to roll to overcome the exact same challenge in the future.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well. Yeah. Just happy with that one.
Okay. So yeah, it takes you a fraction of the time as well. So.
One on the other side, isn't there?
Yes.
There's no more in this bit of corridor.
No,
here,
not in this zone. No.
No. So I just want to whip over the top.
Okay.
And back into.
Right. So as you're walking around there, walking past it, there's a thud in the ventilation shaft above you all in this section of the corridor, and suddenly the vent just like bursts open, and this massive thing just drops down in front of you all. You
we
can all
definitely need Ripley's rescue plane now.
so you all take a stress as this huge thing just like hits the floor, like I say, hits the floor of the corridor.
I think we're gonna have to repopulate more.
Did everyone see the picture, by the way, before? Or was it just me and John?
Everyone see what? I saw the picture before, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, obviously we just didn't know from roleplay.
Yeah, I saw it as a player, but obviously not as a character.
No, I just wondered whether you did.
Yeah. So this thing, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing from the picture. Yeah. So this thing drops, and it's like, oh. You take a stress.
Yeah.
But it doesn't move.
Wait, who was it facing? Is it like in between me and Davis?
Yeah, so it's kind of here, in the middle, and it's just kind of sprawled. Its limbs at awkward angles, and just completely motionless.
An axe, and I've got a cutting torch.
I've got the shotgun out as well. Is it what? It's laid there,
it's just kind of sprawled on the floor.
I'm gonna slowly just put crouch down and put the cutting torch on the floor, just like quietly, slowly, gently, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then rise back up and get two hands on the axe. I'm not doing anything. I'm just kind of looking. I'm just looking at it. And then I want to just back away a little bit towards Rye. Slowly.
Okay, right. It just remains completely motionless.
Basically getting out of shotgun blast area. If Davis decides to shoot it, I don't want to get a chest full of shot.
I will. I'll approach it with my gun, like pointing at it.
Okay.
Right up to it if it doesn't move. What song are you playing there?
It's Parker's Death from Alien.
Okay, right. You approach it with shotgun. It doesn't move. There's not even slight. You can't detect the slightest bit of movement from it.
I prod it with the end of the shotgun.
So you prod it and it sort of moves from from you pushing it, but it doesn't respond at all.
I go over the radio. Miller, Wilson, the thing's just dropped from the roof. I think it's dead.
It's dead? Has someone shot it?
No, it just fell out of the shaft above us.
Right, we're coming out then, I guess.
I'd like to, with the axe kind of held up, ready to swing it if needs be, I'll just start walking back towards it.
Okay.
Staying out of the way of Paul's shotgun. I'm guessing Paul's got that pointed down at it.
Yeah.
I'm just approaching it cautiously.
Yeah, I'll just say how it comes. Get back to mother. Get back to mother.
We're right outside the door.
Open the door then. Get in here.
Does it look like he's breathing?
No, there's absolutely no. You can't see any kind of movement at all from it.
I want to touch it.
Okay, right. You touch it
with the palm of my hand on its kind of head. I want to see whether it's hot, cold, slimy.
It's cold and it's like feels like.
I suppose
kinda...
I've got my suit on.
Oh
now,
yeah,
so,
that's true. Yeah. So yeah,
I'm not gonna tell too much actually.
no.
But...
So yeah, you can't feel anything through your gloves of your suit.
Yeah, things coming through, Lee.
I think your music's messing your thing up, Lee. You just dropped off for me.
People keep dropping off for me.
Yeah. All I get is the music screeching every.
Yeah, it's not. I can't hear the music. It's just noise.
Is it?
Yeah, it doesn't come through the microphone.
It's not coming through.
I shall upload some action music for next time. I've got a little bit here, but I'll upload some more stuff from Aliens.
Maybe it's the change in oxygen levels that's killed it.
Oh.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
Not used to the proper atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's better. That's better.
Just in awe of it, really, I guess, and looking at it and kind of thinking, fuck, has it got like claws and stuff? I can't remember from that picture.
I can show you the picture again.
Oh no, we didn't see its hands, did we?
No.
I'm guessing it's got like legs and arms and looks humanoid.
Bipedal.
So everything about it's sort of like this sort of whitish, like creamy sort of bit, almost, but pinkish white colour, and it's like it's got claws, but it's kind of uniform, the colour of it, but everything's got like sort of this kind of translucent look to it. It's almost to the skin.
Is there any evidence of it being shot in the face, like marks or?
There is some marks on the head. They're like some gunpowder burns on the head.
Right, so at least we know it's the same one.
Same one, yeah.
Not a different one. How sharp is the axe? Is it pretty sharp?
It's not the sharpest. It won't be probably. It probably won't be really good at chopping trees down because it's been stuck in that console for 70 years. But it's still sharp enough to do damage. To cut.
I was just gonna draw it across its like arm, or some part of it, just to see if it's penetrable.
I suppose you could try. Yeah.
I'm not hacking it or
just kind of trying to slice it.
Literally, just put the edge of the blade on and just make a little mark to see what happens. Really.
So it takes a bit, like I said, but the blade's a bit dull, so it takes a bit of effort, kind of almost like a sawing motion, and you eventually manage to make an incision on the skin, and a kind of yellowish fluid, which you presume passes for blood, like oozes out. Yes,
I stop as soon as that happens. I'm not intending to kind of carve it up. I just wanted to see if it took a gunshot.
It took some real effort to do it. Even though the blade of the axe is quite dull, it still took far more effort than you expect it to. The skin seems to be far tougher than it looks.
Right. I'd say it's definitely dead, Davis. I'll just go back and pick up the cutting torch that I put down, just so I've got that back with me.
Well, like I said, from our perspective, we were opening the door and telling them to get in.
You can see it now, I presume, because it's right between us two here.
Yeah, it's just dead on the floor there.
Yeah. Right. So I kind of walk up to it and crouch the side of it. Are you sure it's dead?
I've just run the axe over its skin and it's oozed out this yellow shit, and it doesn't seem to have moved. So I said so.
Shit. Well, that's annoying.
I think it not being alive is the best thing for it.
Yeah.
And us.
For us, yeah.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Where was the cage that we built?
It'll be in the junction just to the south of you.
I like your thinking, Chan.
Should we get that and put it in?
I think so, yeah. That sounds like a really clever idea.
I'm just so annoyed. We can come off chase music now, Phil. If he's dead. Yeah. I mean, think about this, guys. We've just asked Mother what this thing is and what's going on, and we've figured out, Vanessa and I have figured out that the company wanted this thing alive. And now it's dead. It's not going to be good for us. Yes, we might have survived not getting tore apart by it, but I think the results at the end of the journey is going to be fairly similar.
Well, I think the way I see it, the company will want to know why it's dead and why it's been alive, and what we found out about it while it was alive. So I think our position is quite strong. That we don't have at the moment. It's not going to kill us, so we don't risk losing his life. And yet, all of us here have some information about what's happened and about that creature that guarantees our safety, and I think ultimately guarantees us getting some payout from the company.
Yeah, not that I give a shit about the company, but we didn't kill this thing. It just dropped out the ceiling. It died, not from any action of us.
Did the air kill it?
You know as much as we do. Perhaps a little bit more, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, Chan, think about, you, Davis and Rye, you were out here when that happened. We were in Mother. So your holding on to that information is valuable to you. If you share what you know with myself and Wilson, then we know what you know, and there's a chance that you might not get paid out or might not get paid out too much. So I think between you three, if you keep hold of some information that me and Wilson don't know, I think that guarantees you getting some payout from the company.
So the intercom crackles to life again.
The Mother comes up.
Mother comes over, intercom.
I guess so.
Cryopad cycling. 10 minutes.
I think quite, yeah.
Looks like the crew's waking up in 10 minutes.
I shall repeat it.
Cryopod wake up cycle. 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right, let's get this thing in the cage, in the crate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed. Let's hike it down there, then get down to the cryo.
Yeah,
chamber.
I think we should get to the cryo chambers. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. It's surprisingly light considering how big it is. So you drag its corpse into junction A1 and dump it in the cage that you built.
Cool. Are we just going to leave it in junction A1, or do we want to take it to somewhere? Is there like an area that we can chill it, or we don't want it festering, do we, on the ship?
Well, I would think that we'd want to keep it somewhere where we can get rid of it if it becomes hostile. So maybe near the air ducts that have been
Cryo.
captured.
It's only a human size. Could we put it in cryo?
Yeah. We can freeze its ass, yeah.
Yeah, we're off to cryo anyway, aren't we? So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Stops it decaying.
So the alerts on your air tanks start flashing.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Can we take our helmets off?
Yeah.
You've got
Don't
forget you've got like an atmosphere basic sort of atmospheric readout on your suits as well. So according to your suits, the air is there's still like a higher than normal level of carbon dioxide, but the oxygen levels are much higher now.
Could this thing not like oxygen? Maybe that could be a thing.
That's what we're thinking.
Yeah.
Changing atmosphere killed it.
So
right. Yes.
it should be safe to remove your helmets now.
Well, I guess we do that then, and then we get ourselves down to cryo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Pop my helmet off. Fuck it.
Okay. What are you doing with your helmets? Carrying them with you, or you're leaving them somewhere, or?
Taking mine with me.
Okay.
And with me too.
In case I get sucked out into space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's drop you down. So you head down to cryo.
We're taking the thing with us.
The cage, yeah. You're wheeling that down.
Yeah.
The handy caster wheels that you put on it.
Yeah. Squeaky wheels. Like Dan's chair.
Okay, so you wheel it all the way down the corridor and down to cryo. Remember the door, the main door to the cryo chambers is it's got all like that scratch marks on it. If you remember.
It was locked, weren't it?
Yeah.
We couldn't get in before.
So now it's now unlocked. It's like the locks on it. Lock on it's green.
Okay.
So yeah.
Open it. Right. Yep. Open it.
Okay. So it leads into a short corridor with three cryo chambers leading off. The lights in the ones to the left and right are like dark. There's no lights on, but the one directly south is all lit up, and in fact the door's open.
Right.
Has the 10 minutes passed, or are they still coming out of? Is it still on countdown?
It's still on countdown, yeah.
And I say these guys are going to be seriously delirious when they come out of sleep if they've been in for years. We need to be careful. They might treat us as hostile.
How many are there?
Okay, so you go into the into cryo chamber 3. There's there are.
Is there 8 and 9?
4. There's 8 to 9 pods in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, rather 7 of them are occupied. Though two of the occupied ones, the pods, are damaged, and all that remains inside of 2 of them are like desiccated corpses.
Yeah.
The lids.
Is there names?
So the lids are open on all of them. Yeah, there's a name on the bottom of each pod. So one is let me Google it up, is Albert Johns. Another is Daniel Cooper, Liam Flynn, Laurie Clayton, and Valerie Reed. And as you enter the chamber, they're just starting to regain consciousness.
These are the ones that are alive.
Yes.
Okay.
The dead ones is Quinns and Stanfield.
Right, going with his hands up, like very gingerly. Did you say one of these were Reed?
Yes.
Right.
Valerie Reed, Laurie Clayton, Liam Flynn, Daniel Cooper, and Albert Johns.
Okay, going with hands up. I've got the briefcase in my hand, but I'm like, come in peace for come in peace.
What's everybody else doing? You all going into cryo chamber?
I've come down into the corridor.
Yeah, the corridor.
I'm going to stand outside, just in the corridor.
I'll go in with Wilson.
Okay.
Captain and company man.
I've got the just waiting outside.
What, in the main corridor? Or in that anti-chillite sort of...
I'll just be here where I am.
Okay.
Yeah, just be there.
Radio. Okay, so as they start to come round, they all look really disorientated. One of us first, so Johns is the first one to sort of sit up, and he sits up and almost immediately goes into convulsions and starts throwing up of the side of his pod. It takes him a few minutes before he's before he recovers. Looks up all bleary-eyed, wiping his hand across his face. He says, "Well, what day is it? Who are you? What's going on?"
I'll just try and calm him down. Don't worry about that now. Just sit down, take some breaths. You've just come out of hypersleep.
So the others start to sit up and come round. So so Valerie Reed, she's quite sort of stockily built, but quite surprisingly small. She's probably only about 4 feet or just over 4 feet tall, and she seems more alert as she comes round, and she instinctively goes to reach for something that's not there.
Whoa! Calm. We're not here to hurt you. Corporal Reed, is that right?
Says, yeah, I'm Corporal Reed. Who are you? What's going on?
We're here. We picked up your distress call. We've come here to help out. You've just come out of hypersleep. I just want to assure you that we're not here. Don't mean you any harm. We're here to just help.
Right, one of the younger members of the crew looks in his late 20s. Sort of staggers, tries to get to his feet, and has to suddenly grab hold of the pod to stop himself from falling to the floor. And he sort of staggers his way over to one of the other pods. He goes, "Dr. Cooper, are you okay? Are you okay?" And he starts helping this older guy up.
Right.
And this guy who he refers to as Cooper says, "Yeah, I'm okay, Liam. I'm okay. I'm just some hypersleep sickness. I just got one hell of a fucking headache."
Okay. So look, don't try anything too exciting just yet. Just try and come round. We'll get you something to eat. We'll get you sorted, and then we can all have a nice conversation and bring you up to speed.
So, what's it? One of you in there can make a medical roll to assess. So they're assess what state they're in.
I've got 2.
So either Miller or Wilson.
I've got 1. Wilson's. Have you got anything?
Yeah, I've got 1.
So you can you can assist the other as well.
Yeah. So either I'll say or Wilson will say, let's just check them out and just make sure you look all right. We've got some plasters.
Yeah.
Okay, so decide one of you make the roll, and you can add one to the roll. So to add one to the roll, you right-click on it, and it'll allow you to add modifiers.
I'm happy for you to make it. I've been taking stress. Stressed out to shit.
So right-click it, you say?
Yeah, if you right-click it, it should let you make a it'll bring up a window. You can add modifiers, and so you want to add yeah. Okay, all right. So that's trigger some stress. You can ignore the stress for this time. So
I've done good anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're all of it from experience. You can tell that they're all suffering from quite severe hypersleep sickness. They're probably gonna need to get them to medical, or they're gonna need some medical attention anyway to help them recover.
All right.
I mean, you know yourselves, when you came out of hypersleep, you're all suffering from quite severe dehydration, and these guys are in a far worse state.
I've got just thing for him. I'm going to administer these syringes to him. I'm not really. I'm not really doing
I've got this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you doing?
Quite, yeah. Just like you said, I'm not good. Not got good bedside manner. So, but I'm trying to just like keep them calm and get them right. So just do what we can to help them out.
Okay.
But I'll kind of like consistently like look at Miller like I don't really know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. You know, it's almost like patting him on the head, going there. It'll be all right.
I think Miller, you've got more experience in this area, so.
My empathy.
Yeah, I've probably got quite low empathy.
So the young guy says, give me a hand. There's there's examination. The room over here. It's the examination room. There should be some medical supplies.
Where's he pointing?
To the door to the south. Beep, that was locked.
So, is he asking us to give him a hand?
Yeah.
Come on, Wilson. Let's get this guy a hand.
So this young guy, he helps the older guy who we referred to, Dr. Cooper.
Yeah. If it helps, Phil, just speed things up. Like I said, I'm not aiming to do anything other than just get them right and get them hydrated and take them to like mess hall or whatever.
Yeah. So they're basically gonna need some assistance. So you can, like I say, you can get them into. Well, it's up to you. You can take them to this examination room and sort them out there, or where do you want to take them?
Yeah, well, that's fine. Unless we know for a fact that there's them species in tubs there.
No, nobody's been into examination room. It's been all sealed off, this area.
Right, that's all right then. That's what we'll do then.
Okay, so they're all going to need. None of them can really not. They're all going to need some like assistance. None of them can walk properly.
Call others in, guys.
Yeah, I'd like to help carry, lend a shoulder to help the crew.
Okay, right. So you all chip in and get them into examination room.
Yeah.
And to what the young guy says, who introduces himself as is this thing gone? I've lost his character. Where'd he go? Introduces himself as Liam Flynn, Dr. Liam Flynn. There's some medical supplies in here. Some medikits and like recovery beds. And it tells you that off to the sides there's there's showers and wardrobes where where they can get recover the clothes and things from the lockers. So yeah, you basically help them, get sorted, cleaned up, and bring them some food and some water, and they slowly start to come round. Takes maybe about half an hour.
Okay.
I think for now, we don't really want to question him or anything, do we? Just want to get him right and get him into the canteen to get some food.
They you at least get to find out, during this period, you get to find out who they are. So Valerie, she's the security officer, the only surviving security officer on the ship.
Is someone making notes on this? Sorry, or do you want to? Because I can start typing it up.
That's entirely up to you.
Right. Just bear with me for a second,
no
and I'll bring up the mission details. Okay, so Valerie, what was her name?
Valerie Reed. She's I'll show. Well, let's see. I'll show you.
She's a corporal.
Yeah. She's ex-colonial marine, and she's one of the only surviving security officer. No, that's all right. Where is she? There she is. New character artwork. There you go. That's Valerie. Like I say, she's really well. She's really well built, but she literally stands about 4'2".
Lovely.
Yeah.
But despite her size, even though she's sort of quite disorientated, she's like pretty intimidating. Then you've got Laurie Clayton, who is a Weyland-Yutani company agent.
I'm not going to say it out loud, but I'm going to whisper to Davis. She's much better looking than Wilson.
Then you've got let's see, you got Albert Johns. He's the XO.
Right.
So he's second in command. Took over from the captain, who is no longer with them.
Okay.
And there is Daniel Cooper, who is one of the senior scientists from the Cronus.
Yeah.
And and finally got Liam Flynn, who is probably the youngest of the crew, and he's also a junior doctor.
What was the name on the ID card that we?
The name on the ID card, I think it's in your
Tenwick.
Tenwick.
E. Tenwick.
Okay, it's none of them.
No.
So yeah, you give them some fluids and glucose, and sort of tend to them with the standard things that you all know pretty off by heart that you're supposed to give people when they're suffering from cryo sickness, hypersleep sickness.
Mm-hmm.
And they eventually recover. They go and get showered, get washed up, and recover the clothes and belongings from the adjoining lockers. And then sort of reconvene back in the examination room.
Right. Right.
So John says, so what's happening? You say you answered you responded to the SOS.
We did. We were on a different patrol, taking some valuable resources to a place called Cutter's World. And we've ended up responding to your call as per regulations. We were told to secure you, make sure you were all right, and help you get back. Unfortunately, we've come across some problems ourselves, and we're all going to have to pull together to get out of this.
Problems we can do without more problems. We've had more than enough problems of our own.
Yeah,
right.
do you want
Dr.
to tell us
Cooper gets up and
ship?
says, Flynn, I'm just going to go and going to get some pills. This migraine's just crazy.
No, you might want to stay here for a minute though.
So there should be some. He just goes over to one to cabinets in here and get some pills out on the cabinets.
All right. Okay. Right. Well, yes, we've kind of seen what problems that you've had. I'm sorry to say that we've seen that you've had some fatalities. We kind of need to know what's gone on because we've seen, from what we've managed to piece together, we know that you've been to some kind of planet and you've picked up some unidentified life form, but we've managed to find it and stop it. And I'd kind of like gesture to you guys to like present the thing.
You killed it? It was just the one.
That's what we think. Yeah.
Cross one, yeah. And it's not moving or responding to anything, so we assume it's dead. A white thing with big teeth and a pointy head. Does that sound like the thing you picked up on the planet?
Right, Clayton walks over and says, I think you better show us this.
Oh yeah, we've got it caged up.
Yeah.
I think you should answer a couple of our questions first before we start going around the ship.
I'll stand in front of the door and just like block his way kind of thing and say, hold on a minute.
She's a she.
She?
Yeah. She.
No, is this a 4-footer?
No. She's
right.
it's Clayton. She's the company. She's the New China company.
Right.
Oh, bloody hell, yeah. She's just like Wilson.
Yeah, I just stand in front of the door.
Right, she glares at you. She said, Johns, sort this out. And he's like, oh, yeah, of course. I'm the captain. I'm in charge on this ship. I'll have you know. Let the lady pass.
Wilson here, captain of Montero and rescuer of yourselves. The lady's not passing just yet. We need to speak to you guys first. Perhaps just go and sit down for a minute and get yourself a cup of tea. Let's have a quick chat.
Reed just appears from nowhere with a scalpel in her hand, like pressing it up against Cham's chest. Says, the lady said, "Move out of the way."
Cham, where's your axe?
I'm gonna. Can I use manipulation? Can I use manipulation on these to try and like de-escalate it and make them calm down?
You can try, yeah.
That's what I want to do.
One company snitch to another company snitch.
Secret tongue. Snitch tongue.
Yeah. I'll basically say, look, we're here on a mission to pull your ass out of the fire. And depending on how much you cooperate with us, depends on how good you look in eyes of coming out of all this.
Okay, you need to roll a stress. You need to roll a stress first.
Yeah.
Because the stress can cause you to fail. Okay, right. So you got. So you haven't failed, but yeah, you sort of just start twitching and.
For God's sake, listen to me!
We'll all have to increase our stress.
Everybody, but increase the stress now because Wilson's just ranting and like twitching and.
Yeah.
I'd like to just put my hands up and say, "Whoa, lady," and I can take a step back, but I'm still in the doorway, if you know what I mean. I'm just not like got a scalpel. I just say, "Whoa, there's no need for this. We're all on the same side."
I still got 3 successes.
Yeah, you carry on. You've not, like I say, you've not failed, so it's still a success. Yeah. So the kind of start to back off a bit, and Flynn says, "Oh, come on, guys! It's like it's everybody's obviously a bit cranky from the hypersleep." And Reed turns around and shut your spile of shit. But everybody sort of backs down, calms down a bit.
Okay.
And
right.
Says so Clayton says, look, I just want to see what this thing is, see if it's what we're already aware of. And then maybe we can go somewhere a bit more comfortable, and we can talk about this, discuss what's been going on. We obviously need to exchange some information.
That's all we want.
But before you start wandering around the ship, we need to. We just need to chat.
Right, cool.
There are things you need to tell us, and there are things that we need to tell you.
Well, exactly.
So you're wandering off in the ship, looking at a creature to determine whether it's the same thing. That's
you had it
not
outside.
Necessarily a moment. It's not outside the door. No, it's further up. We're not carrying it around with us.
Right, Cooper.
Did you say you asked us if there were only one of them? Does that mean that there's more?
I'm not sure. Maybe there was at one point. Hopefully, Ava will have dealt with some of them.
Rather than jumping up and down and backwards and forwards, why don't you start at the beginning and fill us in?
Well, John says, like Clayton says, maybe we should get somewhere, somewhere a bit more comfortable. It's not the most congenial of. It's cramped in here with all us in here.
Fine.
Right, Cooper goes, don't you think these daffodils are a bit out of place?
What?
He's obviously suffering hypersleep sickness still. He's in a bit of a bad way.
Hey, Doc, I think you need to tend to your boy over there. He's seeing things.
Right, Flynn goes over and says, you okay? You okay, Cooper? And like the older doctor, he doesn't seem to see him, and walks over to one corner and says, Ah, Vera, what are you doing here?
I'm just going to look at their
There's
so-called
spoons in the
captain.
trees and flour and oh my fucking head!
And yeah, just looking
Right,
at their
suddenly he
explore.
goes into he staggers and collapses against the wall and goes rolls round on his back to the wall, and his eyes are all bloodshot and they start to roll up into the back of his head.
Shit.
Now I'm looking at everybody else, quite horrified. Like, what the fuck?
Where's this sheet gone? Oh, here we are.
I'll definitely
So
say
blood
that.
starts seeping out of Cooper's nose and ears, and his eyes, like I say, his eyes roll over white as he starts convulsing and writhing against the wall. And as you and some of the crew rush forward to hold him down, you notice the others of the Cronus crew are backing away instead, busy trying to help the convulsing scientist. You don't stop to ask why. And in the depths of a seizure now, Cooper flails about at everything and everyone within reach. And then suddenly, with a sickening pop and a bloody splash, his eyeball launches out from his face and smacks right into Davis's face before bouncing across the floor and rolling under a cryo tube. This time you pause, trying to process exactly what it is that you're seeing. Then a slender, gore-covered arm pushes its way out of Cooper's empty eye socket, reaches around and tugs at his distended mouth. As spindly white fingers yank his teeth back, Cooper doesn't scream. It's clear that he isn't in his head anymore. Something else is, and it wants out. Flesh tears and tendons snap as the thing inside its splintering skull pulls his face open right at the jawline. Finally, a thick, gurgling sound wells up inside Cooper as his head is ripped from his body, his neck gushing as whatever was inside him plops to the floor in a burst of blood. Kill it! Kill it now! Yelled the others from the Cronus crew. This translucent white thing on the floor sloughs off its placenta and struggles to stand on all four with wobbly fawn-like legs, shaking brain matter from its spiky hide. The creature turns its bulbous, eyeless head towards you and crouches with a snarl.
Shit.
You can all take a stress. It is about the size of a cat.
Take a stress, did you say?
Yes.
Fucking hell.
As you look at it as well, you can't believe what you're seeing because you could swear that it's slowly, ever so slowly, getting bigger.
Yeah.
I want to just take a step out of the room to grab my axe. I left it outside because
I would have left the gun as well. For the same reason.
I didn't want to like spook the.
Yeah.
Or in fact, I'll shout, right, get the axe, and I'll run to kick the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll shout, Davis, this is like the thing we saw.
The same one, yeah.
I'm doing like a low whiny moan. I'm just going, what the fuck?
This is what it looks like.
What?
Yeah. I'm gonna kick it in its head.
Okay, so we're going into combat now.
It's got a scorpion tail.
Oh, yeah.
Scorpion tail.
Yeah, well, I love it.
So we're going into combat now.
This is new.
Bets on Ryan Wilson dying.
It's a bit cramped in here. We need to put all the other guys in as well. So yeah, these have all backed out through back into junction.
What's they have?
No.
Right, I've got some kind of.
So I just need to initiate combat. Right.
stressed out to like fucking.
Yeah, I'm panicked, stressed, fucking everything.
Okay, so on the icons on the top right hand side, one of them is like a fist, and if you right click on that, it'll pop out a combat tracker, and it'll show you show you like the order of activation.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. You will notice that this creature has got three activations because it is that it's speed. Yeah, so it's speed. It's got a speed of 3, so it acts 3. So it acts 3 times, whereas everybody else has got a speed of 1.
Jeez.
Wow. Is a neomorph on second Prometheus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So first this round then is Leah Davis. You're the first one to be able to act. So in combat, you can do one fast and one slow action. If you go to the journal tab and bring up the rules index, on there you'll be able to go down to combat, and you'll be able to where is it?
Time and space.
Actions and initiatives. So if you get combat, scroll down, it says the combat and panic section. And if you click on actions and initiative, it'll tell you about initiative, and it also lists all the fast and slow actions.
Oh, yeah. Quite a lot in there.
You found it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see.
What's this under? Sorry.
So the starter rules in the journal tab.
Yeah, I've got the starter rules.
Yeah, so scroll down through the starter rules till you come to where it says combat and panic, and then you want to click on the white button that says actions and initiative.
Oh yeah, got it. Yeah.
So, what's engaged range mean?
Engaged is like when it's right next to you.
Next year.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can run then, or open a door maybe. What's that? It just says move through a door.
Yeah, so I think moving through a door is like
fast.
Yeah.
So, because same, I didn't say it, but I was thinking about putting the gun down because I didn't want to walk in with a gun while they were waking up from cryo sleep. So I would have put my gun down.
That's why I stood outside initially, because I didn't want to be wielding an axe in be threatening. But then when we went to help them, I would have put the axe down and just gone in to carry them, kind of thing. Yeah. So my axe is outside cryo, basically.
So can I open this door and run through here then?
Yeah.
To go and grab the gun, basically. It'll be in this corridor, just in this corridor.
Yeah, so to pick something up, I believe is it's a fast action.
Well, how far can you move?
So with you can move a zone.
Yeah, so that's as far as I get this turn then.
Okay. Right. So next is John's. So yeah, John's just like backs away and doesn't do anything, and then it's the thing.
Fuck.
Right. So it sees Wilson.
It sees me.
You're right next to it.
Perfect.
All right.
Couldn't have planned it better.
Is it going to go for me?
It is.
No, it knows that you want to save it, so it's not going to attack you.
Well, I've got a. Go on. I've got a skill.
Right.
A talent. I've got a talent called personal safety. The interests of the company always come first, no matter what. You represent the company. That means your own safety is paramount to other crew members. If you're attacked or otherwise end up in fatal danger, and if another PC or friendly NPC is within short range, you can make a manipulation roll. Okay? It's a straight roll, not opposed, and doesn't count as an action. If I succeed, I see the target threat coming and find a clever way to make the other character suffer the hazard instead. So I think I'm going to choose Vanessa Miller.
You twat.
To take one for the team. So I'm going to make a manipulation roll on this.
Is that an opposed roll? Or is it just
No, it's a straight roll.
Okay, so that had a so it requires a stress roll. So you need to make the stress roll first.
Yeah.
So that's more panic. Oh god, please. Panic levels increased 1 step to level 8. Tremble. You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skills using agility suffer a -2 modification until your panic stops. So that doesn't cause anybody else to stress to go up. So you've not failed. Oh, if you mouse over where it says panic condition in the chat window as well, it breaks it down, tells you all the.
Oh yeah.
Right, I'll just double check. Number 8. Where's the?
So Miller suffers the attack instead.
Yeah, I just need to check the.
And it says using this talent increases your stress level by 1.
They always increase your stress. Yeah. Your
so
stress.
I'll have to put that up as well. Yeah. I'm stressed to high heaven. Yeah.
Because you know Miller's going to kill you.
I'm going to run off into the ship now. Just like all the way along length at ship and not stop.
Level 8 panic, so you tremble. Yeah, so it doesn't affect anybody. It doesn't cause. It's not one of them that cause people around it to increase their stress. So what does that do again? Sorry, that skill.
The mechanics of it is basically Miller suffers the attack instead of me.
So basically, you tell her to
it varies on what it is. It's a manipulation roll.
Personal safety, no matter what, your percent means your own safety is paramount. If you're attacked or otherwise end up in danger in another PC. Short range, the same zone. You can make a manipulation roll. If you succeed, you see the threat coming and find a clever way to make. Yeah. So, what is the clever way that you find to make the other character suffer the attack instead?
Very good question. I'm not that clever.
So, in what way have you used the manipulation? If you want to narrate the way in which you've used the manipulation to.
I would be happy to, but I'm struggling to think of a way. Will be a way, other than physically grabbing her.
Or you don't come up with one, then you fail.
No. No.
Maybe you just say, "Oh, look over there," push her out of the way.
Well, I mean it. Yeah, that's lame. But
I think you could it's like kind of like stepping back behind them or whatever in it, and putting them in harm's way by accident, accidentally on purpose type thing.
It really, realistically it is, or it's like.
It's kind of more like there's a verbal component to it as well. Yeah, it's not just like a case of just like pushing them in front of you kind of.
No. I guess it's a case of like when it starts turning to look at me, I'll just shout to Miller like it would be kind of like saying, Miller, it's coming for you, get out of it, like basically draw its attention to by making a big deal about Miller, I guess.
Righto.
So, like, as I thought it were going to turn to me, it'll just carry on, like, turning to instead look at her.
Okay.
Because I'm making a big deal about her.
Yeah. So yeah, you draw its attention away from you and it towards Miller instead, and it launches itself at Miller.
Sorry, Miller.
Right, with a terrifying hiss, the blood-covered creature, jumps onto Miller, showing its razor-sharp teeth and hissing. Miller, you must immediately make a panic roll.
He's going to raise the panic for everybody now. I'm setting off running.
Where's panic? Sorry.
So you it's a stress. You click on your stress button. Oh my god!
Oh, scream!
Right. So if you wanna tell us how that plays out, can you see it in the chat window?
Yeah. I screamed out for a while.
To make a panic roll.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
I'd be like, "Oh my god! Get it off me! Get it off me!"
Okay, so you lose your next slow action, although the releasing of that causes your stress level to drop by 1. But everybody else that hears your scream must make an immediate panic roll.
So a panic roll is just a stress roll, is it?
Yeah, you click on the stress. Yeah.
Oh, whether by stress or confusion.
All right, okay, let's do one at a time. So Wilson, yes, you in your panic you drop an item. So I'll decide. So I'll let you know what that is later.
All right. Just to let you know, I have got the vials.
Not anymore.
Yeah, maybe not anymore. But yeah, you won't realise until later what it is. Cham. Oh yeah, cool as a cucumber.
I guess we all hear him, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, she's just screaming her lungs
Sorry,
off.
Somebody's running.
Whoa!
Right.
Oh my god! Flee! You just can't take it anymore. You must flee to a safe place and refuse to leave it. You won't attack anyone and won't attempt anything dangerous. You are not allowed to make a retreat roll. So that's like a equivalent to a disengage out of D&D, Dan. But you're not next to anything, so that's okay. So basically, if you were next to engaged range something, you'd like forced to run away and it'd get a free swipe.
Attack on you. Yeah.
Your stress level is decreased by 1, but every friendly character who sees you run must make another panic attack. Oh my god! So that's end up chaining these together. Jesus Christ!
What do I run out of this room then?
Yeah, you run, you flee, you run. So you're gonna run keep running and find somewhere safe to hide.
I don't want to be outside, so I'll run south. Can I run south?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so you can run south, stick it there. And cower in the corner.
Yeah, so we all have to make another panic roll.
Let's get this rounder and done first. So Davis, Davis, you start trembling, which gives you -2 to agility, -2 agility modification until your panic stops. Is that everybody done panic rolls? That first round of them?
For that one.
Yeah. So then the remaining people make panic rolls. So Davis doesn't have to make one. Davis doesn't make the second one, and
Frozen in
Cham
fear.
and Rye don't. So it's just Miller and Wilson. So, oh god. So yeah, you're frozen in fear for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increased by 1. Oh, that's everybody.
All right. So
everyone in short range.
Increase my stress? Does it automatically increase my stress, or do I have to put it up myself?
No, it don't. Yeah, so it'll increase your panic thing. You don't. It'll add things on for your stress.
Right, that's all right
I've gone back up to 7 stress, which means I've got to make another panic roll.
No, you don't. You don't automatically have to make one.
Or is that?
No, it just means you panic. It don't mean you automatically make a panic roll.
Ah, okay.
It just means you got the panic condition. So Miller panic levels increased 1 step. So so Miller flees as well. So yeah, Miller flees
Miller's being attacked.
Yeah, so it gets a free. So that gets a free attack on you as you. Well, it's sat on you for one thing.
I do want to get away, to be fair.
Yeah, getting away and having a free attack is probably better than its next 2 attacks, where it rips your face off.
Okay, so I think we'll say that that Miller runs out of the examination room screaming with this thing sat like perched on sat on a chest.
You run out with it.
Yeah, runs out with it still on her chest, and she goes like screaming out of here. And as she gets to here, it like leaps off and just with a snarl and fleet and just disappears down the corridor.
Right.
Oh, observation.
Did you take it? Did it do out to you?
No, it didn't actually do any damage. No.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, so let's say that maybe Miller goes and cowers in the this darkened cryo chamber.
Is there any chance of catching it? As in combat rounds, can I use my action to run?
So let's see. It now gets that were its first
3 actions.
That were its first action. So it
right.
acts 3. It acts 2 more times now. So no, it's long gone.
No. Okay.
So yeah, all that kicked off from that first thing.
I know. This is another benefit to it not being physical, because managing that would have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
Miller did loads of observation rolls for some reason.
Yeah, it went on purpose.
Right. Okay. And where are we? So ends Act 1.
Oh.
Wow, indeed.
Wowzers.
That's it.
We didn't die.
Nobody died.
No.
Do they normally die in Act 1?
It's possible. It's possible. Everybody nearly died at one point.
Yeah.
If them canisters had gone up, the only people that had been left alive would have been people on Cronus.
Yeah, would have all been playing them on ship. Yeah.
So now we're in Act 2 with the long night.
The long night.
And that's brought us to 10 to 11. So I guess.
Yeah,
Good
obviously it makes sense.
Yeah, good
to end it, but wow, what a chain reaction of panic rolls that are. Wow.
So yeah, that's off in the ship somewhere now.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Growing up.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah.
So you could literally see it getting slowly bigger.
Why did the other one die though? That's the thing. So obviously not, unless this is evolved, it's been born in this atmosphere, so it can live in this atmosphere. And the other one was born in a carbon dioxide rich, so it adapts to the environment it's born in.
That planet, and it's come back from the planet that they were on. Didn't like the oxygen. And
yeah. Guess we'll find out.
Shit.
Yep. Find out next time.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Back channel.
Yeah, that was good.
And then we've still got that dead body with no eye.
Yeah.
See the eyeballs in Paul's top pocket.
Yeah, James has got that.
Yeah, that was good. I've never seen. Is it Alien Covenant or something like that?
Yeah, it's Covenant,
I didn't watch it. Might have to watch it to get a feel for what this bloody thing is.
Yeah, I kind of like Covenant.
I like both.
Not seen it.
Prequels rather.
I do like Prometheus. It's just weird. Weird.
I watched them all when we did this first time round, back to back, and and I watched them in order, and it really disjointed. I couldn't put my finger on exactly what was going on.
Yeah. I seem to remember it's like 3/4 or half of film is fine, and then it just like it's almost like a series of separate shots and random things happening, and then you're like, I really don't understand.
I did get lost.
Yeah, but visually very cool. So
yeah, Prometheus is real good. Covenant's a bit okay, but there's that bullshit bit where it's like David that android who supposedly created xenomorphs.
Oh yeah,
it's like but I think I've heard that there might be like backtracking on that idea.
Yeah,
because it was just stupid.
That is a bit rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a YouTuber that I watched. There's something happening with Ridley Scott. He's doing a Blade Runner thing, and he basically summed up what I think, and he said that, like, Ridley Scott's not really done a good film in quite a while now.
Well.
There is a point where it's like, yeah, your failures are overshadowing your successes now. So your name's not quite where it used to be.
Well, it decided to put like little panic icons on the tokens. People.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm definitely panicking.
Both mega stressed, aren't we?
I am still now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, gonna need a rest if you get.
Yeah, I've had a scorpion cattail thing.
Yeah. Oh well, I'll just have to try harder to kill Millionaire.
Interesting repercussions of that.
I know. Yeah, but it weren't. That was like an out of character thing, weren't it? In character, you only saw me like saying, "Miller, look out! Miller, look out!"
Yeah.
It's Miller. So that's the only thing. I didn't maliciously try and attack you.
No.
Sense of rivalry.
I think it happened a bit too quick for me to have spotted it, and just having that thing there, I weren't focused on how it got there. Just threw it there.
Yeah.
Hilarious. That just jumped on your chest.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Did I read that right? That the Alien and the Blade Runner timelines are supposed to be side by side?
Oh.
Yeah, there's some kind of. I don't think it's like this kind of speculation that they're in the same thing. Yeah, but I don't think they've officially said.
Oh, okay, cool. But it's a possibility.
Yeah, it is a possibility. Yeah. I know that Kurt Russell film Soldier and Blade Runner's in the same universe. Can't remember if there's any other links.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah.
But yeah, there's like cybernetics and body modification and stuff in potentially in this, but
No, it's all cool. So, hang on. Right, so it's 2 weeks from today.
Yep.
I'm doing this.
15.
Just, right. Yeah. I should be fine.
Me too.
Should be fine.
Me too.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
What's this?
Okay.
I think I missed something on there. Now single to the nearest air duct. Oh right.
Could be that guy. What are you chuckling away at now?
I just saw the rest of the stuff, a bit of text to do with that attack that I didn't see before. Some other stuff happens, but kind of off screen.
Yeah.
Lucky escape for John then, by the sounds of it.
It does sound like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right then, guys.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, that bombshell.
Yeah. Next time for Act 2.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. See you later,
Yeah.
guys.
All right.
All right,
See you
yeah.
later.
Catch you soon.
Yeah,
See you later.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.